All right, time for us now to fly with the Eagles up in the Bluffs as we bring you the Sauk Prairie Report. It is brought to us by Style and Stitches as we welcome in our very own Eric Rogers. And Eric, we talked about it a little bit last week. The Girls Swimming and Diving Championships is statewide. That's over, that meet. How did Sauk Prairie do?
Yeah, so we're going to hit on 4 sports real quick. We'll start with the girls swimming and diving, like you said. They finished 11th at the state meet this last week. They won the opening heat of the 200 medley relay, so they were seeded 9th going into that. So they ended up taking 7th after shaving off nearly a second from their preliminary round, their qualifying time. So it was good there. And then they finished, Mariah Chow from that relay. She had a couple of different things going on as well. For her, she also competed in the 100-yard freestyle and then also the 50 free, where she took 14th and 15th respectively in her individual events.
Nice job then by the girls. So they represented well. And speaking of girls sports that are getting underway as we head into the winter season right now. Girls basketball, the hoops team getting started. What do you know about them?
Yeah, they just started. Yeah, they just started their season last week. They went 1-1 in the 2 games they played. So they opened the season with a win over River Valley, and then they end up losing to Monona Grove. So they went 1-1. Sauk Prairie had 10 3-pointers in that game, the win over River Valley, while
Wow.
River Valley didn't even score anything from beyond the arc. So they did a good defensive job there. And then they got road games coming up. So they have road games against Wanakee and Beloit Memorial this week. And they actually finished last season 3-20, so they can really only go up this year, so that's where they're at coming into this season.
I know my son has been busy. He's a senior over in Columbus. Varsity basketball going for the boys. That starts this week. What do we know about Sauk Prairie?
Yeah, good stuff coming up for Sauk Prairie. They have their home opener is Friday, December 8th against Wanakee, but first they have a few road games coming up. So they will start the season this Tuesday, the 28th. They will head to Monona Grove, and then they have a Friday game against DeForest, and then they have their home opener, like I said, Friday, December 8th against Wanakee. They finished last season 14-10, so they ended up finishing actually second in the Badger Conference, Badger North, so it was a good end to last season, so they're looking to build off of that last year before falling to Stoughton in the regional round last year.
Yeah, we saw them in basketball a couple years ago, up against Wanakee. That's usually like the power that's at the top of that Badger North Conference, so that should be interesting to see how they do there. Quickly, too, we want to hit the ice. Boys hockey going.
Yeah, boys hockey begins this week on the road. They have Tuesday at McFarland, and then Friday and Saturday there was an invite at the Toma Ice Arena, and then next week, Tuesday at Stoughton. They finished last season 12-10, which is 5th out of the 6 teams in the conference. So they've got their last end of last season was not a great end, but they are on their way.
Good stuff. You're caught up with Sauk, and big thank you to Style and Stitches for that. Thanks, Eric.
A special thank you to Conan Automotive in Stoughton for supporting local athletics.